See, I don't know if I can sit there. Alright, it is YouTube. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me. Someone rearranged the shelf up here, so maybe you are making good contact. It's 2:52 in the morning on the, day that is 4th of July, July 4th, 2008. So it's the great American Patriot holiday. Excuse me. So anyway, I mentioned it in my last video. I know I shouldn't have. God, first of all, I'm getting already backlash from the rap retards. I'm sorry. What I meant to say is the people who enjoy their rap music. Of course, somebody already challenged me. Well, I have to do a beatboxing contest because I said that rap was talentless. Apparently, never mind. Yeah, rap takes talent, but all it is basically a song devoid of, the actual, melody, and it doesn't actually take, they don't actually know how to beat out the rhythm. They have a machine do it for them. I mean, the guys from Boston had a drummer. See that? They had a drummer and a guitarist who played guitar, and a keyboardist who played keyboard. I think they did have some synthesizers in there, but never mind, whatever, just forget that. Anyway, so I'm on my page here, and you got this guy named GSP. Now, this isn't an assault on you, but I've heard this argument a lot. I said something anti-American. Crucify him! Crucify him! I know, but, I said something anti-American, of course, that America, that I truly believe C.S. Lewis said that patriotism is a foolish sin, a sin of stupidity. And this guy here, GSP, says, Tolstoy, you need to separate what you call America from the bad people who run it. The idea of America is beautiful and great. Wait, the idea of America is beautiful and great. Don't blame America for the shit that the assholes running it do. Okay, this is, I'm sorry, ignorant in two separate ways. In the first way, it's retarded because the idea of America, we have kind of, what's the word, romanticized what America is. Basically, a bunch of rich white landowners who are hypocrites who own slaves were tired of being financially oppressed about the same level that we are right now. I mean, with gas the way it's looking, they were just taxing the hell out of them. That's all that was happening. We were a colony. The Brits sent us here. A couple hundred years later, we got angry because they're taxing us, and we started shooting like a bunch of drunken rednecks. Was the British Empire a good empire? No. Is the American Empire a good empire? No. Has there ever been a good empire? No. Well, I'd like to say no. The other thing is that, okay, what is the spirit of America? Let's analyze the idea of America. I have never seen any, true American spirit be that great. Truly, if you want to know the spirit of America, personally, in my opinion, we are an empire that is under the control of a fascist mindset. Again, we've been through this. Fascism, not necessarily meaning government extremism, which we do have that, but meaning we want to just take everyone and force them to act like we want them to, so that the Romans, the original creators of fascism, said, we want every stick to be uniform and bundled together. That was the symbol. It was a bunch of sticks that were bundled together because they said that you couldn't break a whole bunch of sticks together, but a stick that was, one individual stick with all of its weird branches and such, you could easily break. So we need to make everyone conform. And the Romans then proceeded, once they created this mindset, tried to keep their empire together by crucifying, burning, and, molesting, raping, and killing any Christian cults or Jewish resistance groups or German pagans. This failed because they were using lots of violence. Violence normally does not achieve your means as well as you'd like to think, because even though the Romans were powerful in their violence, apparently the Germans were more powerful in their violence. The Visigoths and the Clovis and all the raider groups mixed with overtaxation of the people and other. I know it's not that simple, but eventually the Roman Empire fell. Then you got your Nazis. The Nazi Empire fell pretty quickly because we started figuring out they were baking bodies in ovens, and that made us angry, and we decided to start shooting at them. But same idea. They would kill anyone who was a political malcontent or who they considered crippled or un-Aryan or unworthy. And I say, really, how are we any different, except for we're not using violence to ethnically cleanse our population, but we are trying to ethnically cleanse it, and it's not as though I'm the first one to suggest this. There's lots of people. In fact, I believe there's even a book recently released called America. Just how stupid are we? And it was I did research and was linked to the same page of The Secret History of American Eugenics. It's still going on today. And actually, yeah, we were the ones who taught Hitler that, by the way. If you read the Mein Kampf, he says, because in the 1920s, the doctors came up with this neat idea to start employing eugenics, which was called curving the bell of human evolution, or curving the tide of human evolution, where we basically castrated a bunch of blacks and poors and call it a day. America in and of itself, I think has been... We are guilty of so many horrible things. I mean, no one's history is great, but we're really going for the record, guys. All you weird patriots, what do you think of the genocide of the Native Americans, of the slavery, of the eugenics program, of Vietnam? There's more incidents that you don't know about. Well, they never really got a name, but we're Naziist. As a country, we are Naziist. We practice Naziist behavior of being bullies. We like to go around and use our politics or our physical armed force to knock off people and put people we like in charge. That's Nazism. In I have it here, like the Shah. The Shah was the new dictator of Iran. Iran, before we came in, had a legally elected, we like him, free elected president. And we decided to, I think we killed him, we assassinated him, and then we put Shah in charge under the CIA. And this has happened a lot. This has happened in, look it up, in Nicaragua, not Nicaragua, I have to look up the video. God, I'm wasting time, I know, but it's in here. Michael Moore talked a lot about it in one of his documentaries. No one was listening. I know, Michael Moore, he's evil, right? Because he says anything different than what you believe. Where is it? Here we go. Gotta turn this down. Come on. This is gonna waste time. I should know this one. One of them was in, it was Guatemala. Guatemala was the one where 200,000... No, it was Chile. It was somewhere in South America. Crap. Okay, here we go, yeah. President Arbenez of Guatemala. He was a free elected person. We didn't like him because he basically, it's like some bigwigs here in America had money in, I think, the banana industry or something like that. And I'm probably getting this wrong, but I remember basically he threatened some of our money legally. He said, can we tax this industry? And they're like, ooh, that would put pressure on our industry. Let's get this weird guy, a dictator down there, give him guns, train him how to use those guns, and then when he knocks off Arbenez, we'll let him be in charge. He then proceeded to kill 200,000 civilians. We're still finding mass graves. Hooray, fascism! You know, there's a lot of war crimes that we are... If you don't believe that we are guilty of many, numerous war crimes, things that we judge other people for, that we put people to death at Nuremberg for, then are you on crack? Or do you just have the mind of a 3-year-old? Personally, great, I can hear someone moving upstairs. It's that early in the morning. Stand by.